Art Ultra Noops Nation. My name is Reed Nelson. This is Luke Hanlon. This is the Dream League Insider Recap Show. We had our game of the season tonight, easily, which we will recap for you now. Polars defeat the Yellow Jackets in overtime, 63-62. As back and forth as you can get. We have much of the final moments on camera, which we'll share. And at the end of this episode, we'll play the whole last two or 3 minutes of overtime, so you can get an idea of what happened. We had two Michael Thomas end ones that basically put him down 2. He missed the first one, or the first free throw, and then tied it and put him up 1. He made the second one. Talk about his performance. Talk about the game in general.
The game itself, I don't know where to start. But if you want to talk about how Michael Thomas contributed, huge late, we saw that. But throughout the game, I thought he was not a good addition to this team. Really clogging the lane that's where Johnny Ball should be. It just took away a lot of opportunities for them. There's just very bad spacing with both of them in the game. That was a big concern I had with the Generals with Bronson Byrne and Michael Thomas, but it was even worse, I think, out here. Thomas took a lot of fadeaways. He wasn't attacking as well. Looked to be tentative around the basket here and there. I did not like this addition at all for the Polars. I don't think it made them any better. Obviously, it gets wiped out with what he did late, but overall, I thought he had a pretty bad game.
Okay, so on that note, spoke with Michael Thomas for a few moments after the game. Again, he hits the game-winning free throw, technically, in a game that went into overtime and had huge playoff implications for the entire league. Here is that interview now. All right, UH Nation, I'm here with Michael Thomas. First off, I'd like to say great game. You had 2 big shots down the stretch, 2 and ones. The first you didn't convert. The second you did to take the lead. Talk about your performance, especially down the stretch.
Well, first off, being on a new team and stuff like that, it's just I felt like I had to prove myself, make sure I have a good chemistry with the rest of the guys out there that's been there since day one and stuff like that. So it was a matter of just being able to finish the game out.
Where were you when you found out you were traded?
I was at home, just woke up, actually. And I had the notification on Facebook and saw it, I was like, oh, okay.
Were you excited about the change?
I'm not going to say I was excited, nor was I sad about it, because, being with the Generals since day one and stuff like that, and pretty much playing basketball at all with the team and stuff like that, you build that family experience and stuff like that with the teammates. So it was just it's a bittersweet to get traded from them, but to go to a playoff team.
Was this your best performance year to date?
Best performance year to date, no. I would say second to best. I think the best performance was the last time I was with the Generals against the Yellow Jackets.
All right, you guys are now, I want to say 6-5. It's beginning to look like you will be the 4 seed. It's by no means certain, especially if the Griffins can come back and win here. What do you guys need to do over the course of the next month to really prepare for the postseason?
Just pretty much know each other's game, get ready have a great defensive presence as well, too. That's one thing I mainly focus on is defense, but having a team that actually can get back on defense and have other sides down there is actually going to be really beneficial for us.
Thank you, Michael. Great game, great win. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that was Michael Thomas. Shared a little bit about where he was when he found out he got traded, but in the end, he ended up coming through big in the clutch. A few things to note. Jackets were 1 of 8 from three-point line, which really hurt them. Keith Durham, 7 of 11 for 16 points. Brian Munsell, 2 of 13 for 14 points. No James Carr, okay, which I thought was interesting. And then, again, just the end of the game was awesome. The Jackets, they felt like they had that game won with about 40 seconds to go. Not to the point where they were, messing around, but to the point where, they were sort of messing around. Keith Durham got that steal down here late, and, it was just sort of I don't think they ended up getting anything out of it, but it was just I don't know, they kind of gave up a little bit towards the end.
I thought throughout the game they were better. They just looked to me to be the better team. I was surprised at halftime it was only a 2-point lead for them. The Polars were not good early. And then later on, we saw the Polars again struggled to rebound off free throws, late free throws. Mullen Thomas gets one when they were down or where they were up to, and he misses the layup, and that's huge there. Tino misses 2 open layups to end the game. There's no contact, so he just messed up. They lost this game. I'm not going to say the Polars came back and won. I think the Yellow Jackets really let this slip away, and their playoff chances are done.
Yeah, so again, they were up 4 late with about 40 seconds to go. And then the second and one where Michael Thomas ended up converting, I think was a Keith Durham foul. I believe it was Durham who fouled him.
The first one was a Valentino Jackson foul, which was weak. It was, maybe the right call, but just a bad foul for him in general. Yeah, I think it was Keith Durham on the second one. Both bad. You can't do that in that situation.
And then the Jackets had opportunities down here at the end. They weren't able to convert, and they were very upset leaving the game. But they gave it their all. But I still stand by what I said. With about 40 seconds to go, there was a little bit of the coming off the gas pedal. I know Joel was saying, "Hey guys, we are not in kill the clock mode. Let's go out and score." So great game. We ended up recording the entire Pilots Mustangs game and doing commentary for that. We chose the wrong game. So speaking of that,
hindsight's 2020. All right.
Pilots defeat the Mustangs 70-67, I believe. Mustangs had the lead the entire game. Pilots crawled back. They ended up winning. Mustangs win on the boards +7. Again, that's going to be a problem for the Pilots as we head down the stretch. Both teams shot 42% from the field, and the Mustangs were 38% from the three-point line. Pilots were 39%. They were basically even statistically. Why did the Pilots win this game?
I think the biggest reason, I noted after their game initially, is their defense got much better in the second half. But I think it was DeJuan Grant. We saw last week when Allen Allard had those 2 big threes that got him back in the game, but it was DeJuan being consistent on offense, either facilitating or making threes or attacking the rim. He did that again today. He had a few big threes that helped them that you don't notice right away because it's still kind of a big lead, and then it's a 7-point lead. It's a 3-point lead, stuff like that. I thought he chipped away at it beautifully. Great team effort all around in the second half. The intensity was much higher for them. Good coaching by Izzy. All around good, but I would give it mostly to DeJuan Grant.
I think Allen would be upset if I didn't tell you that he had 3 threes last week.
Well, he had the 2 big threes that got him back into it. He had one before then, too. I remember that he had 3.
I understand.
I got it.
We had a chance to speak with Izzy after that win for the Pilots. Here's Izzy. All right, Pilots general manager Izzy Alkafas. You were losing that whole game, and you came back and win, just like last week. Talk about the win.
I don't know, 17?
I think it was 13 or 14.
Okay. Similar thing. We turned the ball over early. We didn't rebound. We were playing them all as if they were Steph Curry. Just playing them really tight for no reason. We noticed that, Seth noticed that whenever they're dribbling around and pulling jump shots, they're not making them. So why are we pressing up on them? And their dribble drive created a lot of issues for us because they were able to get offensive rebounds, and we weren't rotating well enough either. So it was just a complete mess. The second half, we kept control of the ball. We didn't turn the ball over, and we made sure that we did not put too much pressure on the ball handler. Contest without actually just being on the guy, and it helped a lot with the dribble drive. So we were able to stop the penetration, and in turn, we were able to actually get defensive rebounds.
Real quick, do you feel better about a potential first-round matchup with them now?
Yeah, they're always going to be a tough matchup for us because we're not the most athletic team, and they are. So it's good. I think we've beaten them twice now.
Yeah, you beat them by 20+ last time.
So, I think Glenn and Seth somebody was missing that game, but it's nice to get a chance to see them full strength, and I think after tonight it gives a better hope of definitely winning that series.
It's a great shirt. Where'd you get it?
I got it from Express. Do you want it?
I really like it, actually. Thank you. Now, again, in the grand scheme of things, they're going to finish 2-3. Almost certainly. So they're going to play each other in the first round. Seth Yonker basically said, hey, could we just do a 1-game playoff? Because that's a physical team in the Mustangs. All right, Knights take care of business tonight. 93-54. They ran all over them. Talk about this game.
Do we even need to talk about it? It was absurd. The Griffins came out. This whole kind of 3-game win streak was all about intensity and positive energy, and they didn't seem to have that kind of intensity when they went down a little bit early. The Knights, they're not going to take their foot off the gas ever. They just completely killed the Griffins. It was bad to watch. Very, very, especially after the overtime game with all that excitement. This was a little more just down to earth and late in the night. Aaron Lukic, probably the best shooter in the league. and the Griffins apparently didn't know that. They didn't know he was good at. Did you know he was good at shooting threes?
I was aware.
Yeah, the Griffins didn't because he was open 11 times. He made 10 of them. So good. I mean, great game for Aaron. Great game for the Knights in general. The Griffins were awful.
Yeah, I would like to make note of that one more time. He was 10 of 11 from the 3-point line. I made a joke. I was like, he needs to stop shooting once he's at 9 of 10. You don't want to ruin this percentage. 10 of 11 is 92.5% or whatever. That was insane. But again, he's getting open looks all over the place. Yeah, not much to say about that game. A disappointment all around. I thought the Griffins would come out more on fire. But you know what, though? Listen, you can't take that 3-game win streak away from them, and they're not done. They want to finish as the 5th best team in the league. And listen, they're not out of it yet. I mean, they could still finish 8-8. They've got a tough road ahead. But
I will say with the way the Polars played tonight, I'm not convinced that they are going to just walk into the playoffs. I'm really not convinced by that at all.
The Polars will win or lose every game by 3 points. We can just rest on that.
Also, I would like to say, for the Griffins' sake, every minute Kevin Story isn't playing, I don't understand that. I don't know what his final minute intake was, but it just seemed like whenever he wasn't on the floor, they were just getting destroyed.
So you think he should have been playing?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's. You can tell physically he's a player. So, all right, we will now replay. I guess the last 2 minutes the last 2 minutes of the overtime for the Yellow Jackets and the Polars. Enjoy that. Again, we recorded the entire Mustangs Pilots game with commentary. That'll be up hopefully by Wednesday afternoon, and we'll be doing that throughout the remainder of the season. We won't announce which game we're going to do, so you'll just have to show up and find out. So, all right, thank you, UH Nation. We will talk to you all, you'll hear our voices Friday morning. I do not know how to get that out. Like, we're not going to talk to you.
No, it's late. It's fine.
We're not going to. I do it every week. You'll hear us Friday morning. Talk to you then. Wasn't that you?
Huh?
Wasn't that you?
No.
I still have 2 of yours to post. Yeah, no hurry.
Talk on defense.
Oh, shot
Again.
Oh, shot clock.
Nice shot.
Get there.
Hand. He got it. Rebound. Take it. Play smart. Play smart.
Oh, boy.
All right. Hey. Put these in, Keith. Hey, Jake, go half. Mo, that's your spot. Stay smart out here, Black.
Nothing easy.
No foul defense.
Get there. Help it.
Don't get it. I mean, no fouls. Hands.
Get there.
Straight up. Hey, we're fine. Abdi, get the ball in. Run the clock.
How do they go from 50 to 60?
Hey, how'd they go to 58 to 61?
Yeah.
Should be 62 to 60. I just look up after my guys are telling me, hold on.
Get there.
Hey, Tino.
Hey.
This is your spot, Tino. You're good.
Tino, work.
Good work, fellas.
Clear your head.
Good work, Tino. Let's go. Hey, Mo, you know how this is coming. You got these, T. Finish tall, big guy.
I don't know when it is. If it is, that's. I guess.
Back! Straight up! Look back! Middle drop! Hand! Watch the box out, guys.
10 seconds. Rebound. Rebound and go.
This has been the best game of the season.
Chris Carter out. Timeout. Yeah. No. Yeah.